So when you first start semen retention, man, and you're getting rid of finally breaking free of the dopamine prison, that feedback loop, you're going to deal with the ramifications of that. Your body's going to go through withdrawals. Like, chemically, your body and brain are rewiring, right? People call it the post-acute withdrawal symptoms, the flatline. When your body's used to receiving a certain amount of dopamine, which is like heck, I think our entire planet is running off of that. This entire human species is running off of just dopamine hits in the most subtlest of forms too. It's everywhere. So when you're breaking free of that, you're going to go through a flat line. Like, it's going to feel really dull. I remember when I was really going through it, man, it was months of just like low energy, sleeping a lot, tired all the time, depressed, anxious, stressed. And it's miserable. I actually always remembered it being kind of a break because I wasn't receiving these like really strong urges to break the hat, to go back, because that was in the beginning. So I would have an excess and abundance of energy my body didn't know how to channel yet. And my mind kept telling me, like, just go back, just masturbate, watch porn, have sex, just do anything. Go get any sort of attention. Feed the addiction. And that one, it's brutal. So when I went through the flat line, I just remember like, oh, okay, I can at least just have a little break from all of this. I guess when I say, like, how do you deal with the flat line and the post-acute withdrawal symptoms, that was how I would look at it, is like maybe change your perspective a bit. Have a little bit of a break, At least that's how I define the post-acute withdrawal symptoms, was just the flat line of like, man, it's like you're removing an energy source that the body was receiving. Holding space for yourself in hindsight would be the best one, just kind of realizing, like, how do you take care, when you're sick, you take care of yourself. When you have a fever, your body's fighting an infection or a virus, it's like you sleep more, you hold a little more space for yourself, you keep up the fluids, keep taking care of yourself, and realize, like, it's gonna pass. That's just the season, right? And heck, man, if you have to relapse, or if you have to get a little bit of a hit, then do it. It's not the end of the world. This is an evolutionary journey, and it's like when you make the decision, like, hey, I'm gonna start doing semen retention, and I'm never gonna ejaculate again, I'm never gonna release again, ever. You're just, look, if you're one of the 1 in a billion people that can just stop and never do it, that just stops and never does it again, then good, then okay, But for the rest of us, for everyone else, you're gonna relapse. Like, you're gonna, it's an up and down, it's a cycle, it's a flow, and aligning with that flow, right? Just going with it, right? Realizing that there's really nothing that you need to do. You don't need to do anything. That's the funny part. That's the cosmic joke of all of this. Where we think that we have to do something in life to make something happen. In reality, it's more of aligning with our natural flow, our natural rhythm, and letting that happen without any sort of commentary, as things come up. Okay, you have an emotional reaction towards something, or you're dealing with the pause. It's like we create all of our own suffering by having our stories behind it. Our mind's going to tell us absolutely anything to relapse, but why do you have to listen to it? Like, how real is it all? I don't know if that's getting too deep. I assume most people are here because they want to talk about this stuff, not, listening to someone regurgitate information that's like, if you do semen retention, you're going to get all the girls and you're going to, be confident and be a man finally. And I'm a man because I do semen retention. And I don't know. I don't even know what people say. I could never even watch the videos. Like I'd see it. I would just, before I'd even click on it, I would just know, like, this is just going to waste my time. Like I just, most people don't even understand what semen retention is or why they're doing it. It's like just solely from the lens of like, just to get more girls. And that's an okay stage to be in, but realize like that's like maybe the beginner's stage. That's like stage 1, right? And the goal is to move past that, right? Because most of our desires for women and female attraction is all just based off of an addiction, egoic needs. It's not even real. I mean, so again, I hope that the people watching this, or at least some of them, are like, this is landing a little bit. Is it? I mean, I don't know. Is it? Is it? I'm curious to see what you guys think. I really am. Because I'm not doing this for, I've said it before, I'm not doing this for, any type of gain here. This is just what I'm supposed to be doing. I've turned, I don't even, so hopefully you guys aren't even getting the ads anymore, because I don't even have the monetization on. Like, I hope that you guys, I mean, are you guys getting ads still? Is that how it works? Or what? I don't know. Just riding that wave though, and realizing that it's gonna evolve. You're not gonna feel like this forever, and what's really happening is your body's just recalibrating. When you have a computer and sometimes you got to defrag it or just reboot the system, just waiting for that to happen, holding space for yourself, being kind to yourself, drinking a lot of water is a big one, and it's all going to be all right. Just the fact that you're even aware of this and at that stage just says so much. I mean, that is so, this stuff is no joke. This is some of the hardest stuff that you'll probably ever do, spiritually, emotionally. I mean, I think it's pretty easy to, if I want to go and complete this physical challenge, it's like it's all laid out for you. It's like you go get a personal trainer and they say, here's your workout program, here's your diet, you just follow it to a T, and then you go run the race or do the thing, and that's it. It's so much more cut and dry than this spiritual game that we're all playing, that we don't even really, that no one seems to have the answers for. People can talk from their own perspective on things and maybe from a more of a ripened state, but at the end of the day, like, they can't bestow any of they can't physically bring you up to them. This is just this main game, man. This is the main storyline, At least the way I look at it. Everything else is just little side quests, things you have to do to chill out your mind, Yeah. There's, in the rishis, the ancient rishis from the ancient yogis from India, they say that there's 3 forms of energy. They call them the gunas. One of them is the tamas, the other's rajas and sattvic. Most people are in tamas and rajas. Rajas is like overactive mind energy, It's the people that can never sit still, that are just constantly doing and doing and doing and doing, and they're just causing themselves suffering from that, because of their attachment to what they're doing. Tomas is like, if you think of energy, Rajas is like, think of it as like a surging river. Tomas is like a block of ice. There's a lot of energy that's not going anywhere. It's very inertia-like, staying at rest, That's like it's almost kind of slothish, like a depressed state. That's like being in the PAWs flatline. But, the energy is going to move to a different stage soon. It'll probably go to Rajas, and when that energy starts to move around a lot more, semen retention-wise, you're going to feel the urge to start doing things, start achieving, start exploring, start getting back out into the world, because you're going to have all of this energy to do it. Sattvic is the last one. That's your higher nature energy, man. That's when things get calm and contained, and baseline is chill. It's very higher nature energy, though. And you move in and out of all of them throughout your life. That's the whole point. Well, I hope I answered. Someone asked this question specifically, and I just remembered what it was like going through this, so I wanted to answer it, and I hope this helps a little bit, Even if it doesn't help, though, like, you're still taken care of. God's got you. Grace has got you, man. You just let it have you. All right. Hope everyone has a great day.